Hello, beautiful souls. Oh, I'm so happy to be back with you all again. And I'm super delighted today to have my special guest, Scott Scorpio Santoro. Hi,
Hey,
Scott.
everybody. Hi, Terry Lee. Yeah,
Hi. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. You are such a sweet and talented soul. I mean, I'm just always delighted to read with you and be with you. And it's going to be a very special day. We've got a whole bunch of people coming in the chat already.
well,
And
thank you. I appreciate that. I always enjoy reading with you too. So
good.
it's it's
Gonna
it's
gonna be
amazing
a
to
wild day.
the things that you come up with and that you get from spirit are amazing. So I
Oh, thank
always love reading with you.
thank you, Scott. Well, it's I was just discussing with Scott, these are wild times we're living in, and I've had some amazing experiences lately. I'd love to share with you here in a minute. I'm just going to go say hi to a few people who are here. And Jackie Jacaranda, welcome. What a lovely day, 90. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Great to see you. Okay. We have SR Kish and Amy Warrior Princess. Nice to see you, dear. And what else have I got? Nicole. And I saw Garnet. Hi, Garnet. Oh, big love to you. Thank you for joining us. It's going to be an exciting day. It's really going to have a lot of different, I could feel it coming. I thought, wow, this information is going to be so awesome. Hi, Sun Moon. Nice to see you. Okay. I'll take a moment here to explain to anyone who's new here that we will be taking questions from the chat today. Please put your questions in caps and emojis, and I'll try to get a moment later on in the show to remind people who join us. Also, I always follow spirit with questions. So I don't necessarily answer questions in the order they're received. I, before the show, do a dedication, ask the guides and angels to guide me to the questions that need to be read today. And I get a nudge. I look through the questions and I'll get a nudge and I'll hear this one or that one. And often it's a question I don't even have a chance to read. And believe me, sometimes I'm a little nervous about it, right? I get a question, I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's dive in, Ooh. Um, that happens too. That's part of the journey that we have on these shows, and I love it. I love just handing it over to the universe to say, what do you got for us today? Because the questions that we're going to read today are not only going to bless the people who asked the questions, but to those of you out in the chat, you're going to get messages from these answers too. And it's going to bless all of us and those who watch after the show. So, hey, a Taurus girl reads, Diamond Heart, Melissa V. Kayla, good to see you, dear. All right, this is going to be a really great. Oh, hi, Craig. Nice to see you. All
Right.
right. Well, I'm going to give Scott a minute to tell us what he's been up to, and I'm going to go through some of the questions and get them on the board for y'all. Okay. So, Scott, what's up?
Yeah. So really, it's just been a time of um, kind of inner working for me in the past couple of weeks and really deciding what I want to do with my life, what I want to
Ooh.
do, career wise and, you know, where I want to be, later on. And I would love to be doing this full time, but, you can't always do that. But I'm going to be looking for, something else as far as work that I can be happy and be satisfied with. And besides that, I've just been doing my shows. I love doing
Oh, yeah.
shows with people, and the chatters. My chatters are wonderful. So, um, yeah, and my moderators, they're fantastic. So I just love spending time with them. They're my friends, and you're my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
This has all been predestined for all of us, and it's a pretty cool ride, I have to say. In fact, I told my guys that this morning. I was like, "Wow, what a ride!" This is an exciting time, very exciting time to be alive. It really is. And I was just explaining to Scott, I know a lot of people think I'm just like putting my heads in the sand and aren't you concerned and about all the things that are going on? And I'm like, But look over here at all of the things that are happening here spiritually, all the downloads we're getting, all the connections we're getting, all the communications we're getting, all the information we have available to us from past generations, and ancient knowledge is coming up again. We're learning about things that have been there before for eons, messages left for us to explain to us what this is all about, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Still getting questions. This is great. Okay. I'm down to Michelle, and I've got Diamond Heart. This is great. I love these questions. They're looking very interesting to me. Okay. And almost to the end, and I'm at the end. Okay. I'll start some more as we come in. And looks like right now we have about 8, and I'll be watching for more coming in later. I will, after I select your question, ask if you're here in the chat. And if you are here, just say yes in the live chat. Sometimes you put a question in, you got to let your dog out or whatever. I will keep that question on the board. So if you have to go away and you come back in, people in the chat, please let other people know if their name's been called. That's always so helpful. And then I'll be able to read the question later. So the questions don't go away. If you're not present, I keep them on the board. Okay? All right. Now, let's see. I'm going to settle in. I had an adventure this morning. I have to just share with you guys. I was explaining to Scott, I've been feeling just intense downloads coming lately, experiencing moments of telepathy out in the world with strangers. And emotions and energies that I'm feeling a lot more powerfully now. When you open up and you ask your guides, more of this, please, more of this, please, it comes. It comes in many ways. And lately, they've been nudging me to go back. Now, when I first started studying to be a psychic medium, they brought me to the amazing book by Michael Newton, PhD. I'm going to show it to you here. There it is, Journey of Souls. You can see I go back to it often. And Journey of Souls, this is case studies of lives between lives. He was a past life regressionist who began to discover that he could lead people into lives between lives and discover their soul experiences, and actually the whole story of what we're experiencing right now. Amazing. It's great. It's on audiobooks as well. I find that quite interesting because a lot of it's conversation between him and the person he's working with. So it's really easy to listen to. And then his next book was Destiny of Souls. Okay. Even deeper, even broader, even wilder. Right. So they were nudging me. They're like, I've listened to Journey of Souls and read that twice. Time to do Destiny of Souls again, twice. So I got back into it and I got fascinated. He had a moment where he talked about questions about ghosts. Okay. So I love this because he interviews people and asks them, takes them to that soul level, lives between lives, and then he asks questions. And he asked the question like, well, what about ghosts? What are they? Are they actually trapped? Are they actually lost? Are they doomed souls to wander the earth and scare us all? What's going on with ghosts? I've had information about this a few days ago from another way, actually a reading. But as I understand it, you guys interested in this? I am.
Yes, absolutely.
As I understand it, souls, most souls, after they pass, will linger, especially if there are loved ones maybe who weren't able to say goodbye, or family members that weren't aware that they had passed. They're allowed to stay here for a while in their spiritual presence to give vibrations and energies and messages. And of course, these are all interesting and lovely, and they're not scary. They just want to give that last hug. And even if it's spiritual, many people see it and feel it. They're also allowed to send few messages before they go. I love my mom's message. She lived to be 102.
Wow.
I got to take care of her last 3 months of her life. What a blessing. And she loved Westerns. Man, did she love Westerns. So when I was taking care of her, often we were on the Western channel, right? And So after she passed, we had many, feelings and love and communications between each other. But after the funeral, um, on the same time, at the very same moment she passed a week ago, at that very same moment, the TV came on in the middle of the night, loud, and I mean loud,
Wow.
right? And I'm like to my husband, I said, "So the TV's on." And I go, "Did you pause it?" And he goes, "No, it was off." And he goes in there and he shuts it off. And I heard just before he shut it off, it was on the Western Channel. And I was like, "Oh, Ma,
Oh,
good one." Good one. And as I understand it, souls practice on how to communicate, and some are better at it than others. So, mom must be good because I thought that was a real treat. So that's often a thing where a soul will be wandering around and communicating and speaking to people that are there. On the other hand, some other souls will get stuck in a mindset of pain and suffering, that they feel like they have to stay maybe close to someone they loved and they lost, or close to a situation, oftentimes on the battlefield, that kind of thing. They're allowed to do certain things and stay for a while, but sometimes they get stuck in a mental thought pattern where they know about the realm, but they just continue like to walk the halls of old places you see sometimes. That's because they don't want to leave their home, and they get stuck in that thought pattern. Okay. Ghosts cannot hurt you unless you allow them to. I know this. And also, if you go somewhere looking for some ghost, like if you go to a haunted house or something, they'll be there because there are ghosts who like to do that. And I love what Sterling calls them, trickster ghosts. And yeah, those they're there too. But there are some souls in the other world whose job is to be soul redeemers, and what they do is they come after a soul has been in a pattern for some time. And remember, to the soul it's only a few days, right? Their world is not like our world, right? They don't, it may have been 10 years, but it may have only been 30 minutes to them, appearingly in their mind. So they weren't there that long. But the soul redeemer will come and gather them up and say, "Yeah, let's go. Let me show you this garden. Let me take you to this memory of your childhood, and we'll recreate that over here in this realm," and get the soul to gently move on. So I just thought that was fascinating. I revisited that.
that's beautiful. Yeah.
So my first ghost experience was with a ghost in the Tetons. Okay, we were camping, and I'm trying to think of the name of the place. It's not coming to me now, but there's a place there where there was a massive earthquake and great stones had tumbled down, and it was on an old mining town. And so my now husband, who was then my boyfriend, we went there to hike and scramble around the stones and check it out. And as we're sitting there, just out of the blue, I saw a fully exposed ghost. I was like, I saw him. It was kind of ethereal. He was really dirty. He had one of those little newsboy hats on and little round glasses and big overalls, and he was dirty. He was dirty. Dirt was everywhere. And he just looked right at me and said, "Where's my baby?" And it scared the
Wow.
dickens out of me. And
Yeah.
I looked, I kind of backed up a little bit and I was like, "Okay, am I crazy? Did I just," and I just had that feeling. So I said to David, I said, let's scatter out of here. I don't know if I feel really good here. I haven't been, it had happened to me before in other places. So he understood. He's like, "Yeah, okay." Today, when I was listening to the stories about ghosts, I just stopped. I was getting ready for the show. And so I'm just like getting my hair ready. And I'm like, "So what was that?" And I asked it, I said, "I'm calling forth the ghost that I saw. Sir, what was that?" And he goes, "I'll explain it to you." And I heard it. I have clairaudience. He goes, "I'll explain it to you. You saw into my time. The earthquake had just happened. And you saw into my moment in time. Time melds, everyone. It does that." So it
Right.
wasn't like he was still on the planet looking for his daughter. He told me, he said, "I found her later and she was in the heavenly realm." But what I saw was a moment in time frozen from the energy that he had at that moment after the earthquake, where he was really panicked about his daughter. That energy had lingered, and I saw through it and saw him looking for his daughter. Ooh, isn't that wild?
Wow, that is.
But it made a lot of sense. Then I was like,
It does make sense, but I've never heard that before. That's really,
yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah, time is malleable, everybody. I hope you're all enjoying this lifetime and enjoying the fact that so much more is happening and there's so much to discover out there. So, has anybody else had ghost experiences out there? If you want to ask questions about it, you know, I'm here. Okay, let's see. I'm looking back. There. Hi, Viviani has a question. Beautiful. All right. Good to see you, Viviani, always. Okay. Uh, wow. Oh, okay. Garnet has one. He says, I had it with my cousin, and I think you're talking about visions of ghosts, who passed away. She turned up and has a toy deer at a community hall. I knew it was from her. She had done a painting of a deer. See, that's
Wow.
a beautiful thing. That's how they communicate with us sometimes. Isn't that lovely? I
Mhm.
love that. Beautiful. Okay. Going down into the comments. Anybody else? Okay. Venus, I have your question. Venus just popped in with the question. Got it. Okay. Ooh, K Shade. Ooh, okay. K Shade has an excellent question. This sorry, you guys, if I'm taking my time, but I think it's going to be fun. Okay. All right. And another question. Okay. Got that one. Okay, great. We got 14. Solid. All right. Once again, briefly, I will ask if you're here. So please say yes. The other thing is, if we're reading for you, and that's even if it's a guide reading, please validate what we're saying. Say, I resonate with that, or that sounds like left field to me. We'll work through that, but it's important to us to have validations and to know how you're feeling out there in the chat about your reading at that time. Okay. Does that sound okay to you, Scott?
That's wonderful. Yes.
All right. Okay, get my Labradorite heart here, get me in business, and ask the guides what is okay. Oh, all right. Hi, Venus. Ah, okay. We're
Um,
gonna we're gonna start with the mediumship question.
well,
So
so this just happened.
let's just
The
happen.
service is tomorrow. I'm sorry, Venus.
Very sorry for your loss, Venus. Okay, we're gonna tune in and see if we can. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I was just getting an immediate feeling. Scott, go anytime you want.
I'm still pulling cards here.
Okay, okay. Bear with us. It does take a little time. It
Yeah.
does take a little bit of time.
Venus, the first card I got for you is the Ten of Cups. And believe it or not, your sister wants you to be happy. She
Mm,
wants her family to be happy. This is the happy card, and it came out first. And it's being happy with your family and your loved ones. And so, yeah, it, it's a hard time for you, and that's resonating, through the cards as well. But she wants you to be happy that she is not in this, she's in a different realm now, and her, she can see clearly now. And you got the Empress, and
mm,
the Empress is all about love and self love. She wants you to love yourself,
mhm,
And then I got the judgment card. This is your life purpose. What is your life purpose? And are you following that? For a lot of people, it's to be happy or to make other people happy, but you can't make other people happy unless you make yourself happy first. So that's what I'm getting is she wants a lot of self-love out of you, Venus. And then I got the Five of Swords, and this can be just staying away from things, that are in, Terry Lee was saying about putting her head in the sand, but that's a lot of times it's a good thing because it keeps things out that don't need to be. And what I'm thinking about specifically for you is like the news. Maybe stay away from the news, stay away from things that are, you know, heavy, and stay with things that are more spiritual and that bring you up. And that's what your sister wants. I've got one oracle card for you. It's the stable depths. It's an anchor. She's saying you were her anchor. And it's saying true stability is often not immediately visible, but it has a profound impact. Quiet power. She says you have quiet power, but she wants you to use that power for good,
Mhm.
just like you have been. That's what I got, Venus.
Wow. Okay. I'm watching the live chat. Venus, was she your older sister? It's interesting, and I'm getting a very. It's interesting because sometimes when someone passes, it takes a while for their soul to adjust and be able to communicate. She came right in, so she is kind of okay. She is your older sister. Okay. She's got some advice for you. Was she's just, she's got a great sense of humor. At least when she came into me, and what I heard was, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna hang around and be a ghost." Because apparently she was listening to our conversation.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and then she is telling me that she is very excited for you to understand and be revealed. What's going to be revealed to you, she's telling me, is beyond imagination. And I am offering you an invitation to play with me, communicate with me, hold something in your hands and talk to me. Let the grief be wiped away, because when you take in the memories we had, the joy we had, the things we did, and the things we knew together, you two, it's almost like you had a special bond in the sense that you had secrets between each other, maybe, or that she was always passing information down to you that was really valuable to you later in your life. You actually, Venus, have some have some psychic powers and abilities. You have a great intuition, and she worked with that. She wants you to know that you're going to be able to play with me here on the other side. Let it bloom like a flower in your heart. Let it grow. It is coming. It is coming for you. And I am right here beside you. You will never be alone. Anytime you have a question, ask me. I will show it to you. I will answer you. I will be with you just like we always have been. We'll share those secrets, and I will share you knowledge. It's amazing over here, and I want you to know life is so much more than I can explain to you. She's just she's glowing, she's beaming. She's a very powerful soul, and especially to be coming in this soon, this powerfully is an amazing thing. I'm going to look back if you had any other. Oh, you're welcome, dear. Um, yeah, okay. Okay, so she's saying yes, and she's validating that. You're very welcome. She has something else to say. She says she wants you to know she's going to be there at the service. She wants you to know she'll be God, was she funny? She said, "I'll be working the crowd." And to be aware of her sending love and kindness, and she said, "It will come through you too, to comfort everyone who's there." And wow, that's beautiful. Blessings to you, Venus, and thank you so much. That was a real honor to read her. What a beautiful soul. Really beautiful soul. Wow. Okay.
That was
I gotta
great.
take a deep breath after that. That was really, wow. Okay. Good. Oh, whoop. Good. Chat's moving pretty fast. I clicked and it moved. Yeah. Look for signs. Look for signs. Ask for signs. Um, and know that it, we're encouraged to play. And I hear often from my loved ones, and I had a lot of them over there. But at some time back, I said, I haven't heard from any of you lately. What's going on up there? I want you guys to send me some more signs. All of a sudden, and I've never had this happen before, I've heard other people talk about it. I started seeing 11, 11, 12, 12, 2, 2, 2. And I wouldn't, it would be just like I would be cooking and just glance over at my phone. Boom, there it would be. I turn on the TV at a certain time. Boom, that time would be there. It's amazing and it's really fun. And I'm like, I know it's them. I know it's them. They're saying we're with you, and they'll be willing to give us signs anytime. We just have to be on the lookout. And I do want to say to all of you who have lost loved ones, grief makes it harder. So that remembering them, remembering their joy, remembering the good times, the playfulness you had, those tender things that you shared in a relationship, think of those. That makes it easier for them to come through. It's dense when we're caught up in fear. Okay, I'll stop.
Just said that I'm going to be looking for signs, and not a minute, well, 2 minutes later, she put, I just heard loud knocking on my wall.
Oh, there you go. I
Wow.
told you she's good. I'm serious. I'm
Wow.
serious. She's very good. She does want to play with you. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, oh, that's really cool. Uh,
Yeah.
Bravo. Yeah. Wow. That's cool. Okay. Gotta shake that one off. That was a very powerful reading to start with. And I gotta tell you, sometimes I get a little nervous when it's, mediumship off the bat. But boy, that question like popped off the board. It was meant to be read. Blessing to you, Venus, and to your family. We'll be thinking of you. Okay. Okay. All right. Back to start questions. Okay. What do you got, guys? Which one is it? Okay. It's Michelle Krantz. Hi, Michelle. Okay. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a cup of tea, man. Woo. Isn't that fascinating to think that souls, they have to actually practice and train so that they can communicate with us?
Mhm.
All right. So this question is about Michelle in her life right now. Is it better energetically for me to stay in Ohio or move back to Las Vegas, Nevada? And you're right, Vegas has become very pricey. Wow. Okay, Michelle, I'm gonna dive in. And my daughter lived in Vegas and with her husband for a while, and they're back here with me in the mountains, but got to experience that. So I'm gonna just kind of tune in that vibration while I'm consulting your guides. Hmm. Two different states, Ohio and space of being, Ohio and Vegas. Oh
Very
my goodness,
different.
very different.
I'm getting, Michelle, that, it's really up to you, is what I'm getting. I'm getting a couple of cards that are just saying you need to be happy wherever you're at. And I'm not sure you're happy there in Ohio. So um, you got the Queen of Pentacles. This is self love, taking care of yourself, but taking care of things around you as well. But then you got the Nine of Swords. So it makes me think that there's some anxiety that's causing you to maybe want to move back. And maybe there's something left over there that you have not completed in Las Vegas. So then you got the Ten of Wands. This is an overburden, being overwhelmed. So if you're feeling that way, and look at he's
Yeah.
carrying sticks, that could be building a new house, right? Or building something that you're just not quite getting over there in Ohio that you would get better in Las Vegas. And I'm talking more spiritually now than I am like a physical house. Something spiritual over there is what I've got. And then you got the Empress. So very similar to the Queen of Pentacles, and taking care of herself and creativity and going for it, just going for it. So my thought is, because you asked this question, your guys are wanting you to move back to Las Vegas. Don't worry about the money. The money will come as it is needed. But if you follow your guys, that's going to be where you are the most happy. And your Oracle card is self-awareness, honest reflection. So just deep down, what do you want deep down? Accept yourself as you are and embrace your true self, imperfections and all. So just being aware of what your higher self wants from you. And if you got these nagging feelings about Las
Oh,
Vegas, I say there you go. That's what I got.
okay. I highly resonate with that, Scott. That's a beautiful message for her. The first thing, the minute I saw, and I actually saw this, uh, it definitely occurred to me in my mind that it's probably your dad who's saying, "Hey, girl, probably should go to Vegas." But I tried to set that aside. But honestly, nudges can come from guides. Nudges can come from those on the other side as well. And a nudge is something like what you just asked. Should I stay or should I go? And I feel like maybe what's holding you there is that you have lost your father, and the much of his energy and his life and the life that you have with him is holding you back. And it's important to understand that when these things come, and I thank you for coming and asking, because this is how you get the messages and other ways, in your prayers, in your own maybe reading of oracle cards, to understand what's happening to you in your life right now. When I tuned into your energy, Michelle, I feel creativity, and please let me know in the live chat if this is validated. I felt a lot of creativity, and a lot of loving creativity. You have a fire inside of you that creates from love. And I'm not sure exactly what you do, but it's this, whatever this is, it's like music, writing, art. It's or something maybe you've been dreaming of doing and desiring of doing. I'm feeling open doors are coming for you in Vegas. Let me consult the cards though, and what I do, if you haven't seen me before, anybody, I pull 3 cards. I'll talk about the meanings of the cards, and then afterwards, I'll take just a minute to make sure I have the specific meaning for you that the guys are wanting to communicate. Um, First and foremost, your life is yours. That's the feeling that I'm getting from your guides. First and foremost, the life is yours. And there are many beautiful things that await you in your future. I feel this urge for creativity. Am I on the right track here? Michelle?
Can,
Let me.
can I jump in real quick? I don't know if
Yeah.
you remember, but we got the Empress as
Oh,
well. And this is the card of creativity.
there
She
you
is
go.
creativity.
That's
So
true.
you are on the right path, I would say. But
Well,
what
thank you, because I was
Michelle
shuffling and
answered
I didn't see
to,
that.
but I had to show that when you say
Yes. Thank you,
creativity.
Scott.
Yeah.
Yes, interruptions are appreciated. Okay, let's see what card I get. The first card. Oh, interesting. This is the Hangman. This is the Inuit deck. This is the Hangman. Always a very interesting card. I kind of always get excited when I draw this for someone. It's and this one actually is reversed, I have to say. It it's uncertainty. And I'm reading the other meanings, but this is uncertainty, and the uncertainty is holding you back. I almost feel like it's like the uncertainty is almost like wearing a pair of handcuffs because well, first of all, we'll all acknowledge it's a huge decision, right? But sometimes uncertainty comes from past experiences that we've had, and that perhaps we felt that we made a bad decision in our past, but understand that all decisions are part of the life lesson. Okay, that's the first one. And the next one is the waning moon. Making progress. Now, the cards in this deck do have time frames. I love it. It's kind of exciting. 1 to 2 weeks is the time frame of this card. You are going to be gaining strength and your consciousness is going to be shifting. You're going to have a shift in your consciousness. It's about taking a big step, a final step, often in the waxing moon, and it's also an increase in spiritual energy. Let's go see. This next one is okay. I think you're being encouraged. This is the Eight of Swords, and it's also about negative thoughts, doom and gloom. It's all, oh, interesting. One of the meanings of this card is having your hands tied, uh, hence the handcuffs. This is what you're dealing with right now. This is what's possible and is right at your doorstep when the guide said, oh, doors are opening. Doors are opening. It's our freedom of choice, too. I'm going to draw one more, okay? Because I just feel like I got one more card here that says, oh, this is the Ace of Coins. Now, in this deck, that would be Pentacles. Good card. New beginnings, flourishing, financial security, and abundance. And I think this one for you is potential. I think it's potential. I think the cards just told us a really interesting story about what we've all gone through in making a very important decision in our life, right? It's tough. And uncertainty, if you're like me, I'm a Libra. I will consider things 100,000 ways before I do it sometimes. That's Libra. We look at everything and we take our time to make decisions. Maybe you're like that. I don't know. But uncertainty, we all can certainly relate to. And then they're saying, though, hey, guess what? Making progress, 1 to 2 weeks, you're going to have a shift in your consciousness. That's if you welcome it. Okay. And then forget this past, forget the doom and gloom, forget the negative thoughts, whatever in the past has frightened you of making these decisions. There you go. And happy endings, Ace of Coins, new beginnings, flourishing, um, abundance, and potential. And if you make this move, do it with that belief. I'm moving into abundance. I'm moving into potential. I'm moving into an exciting life where my creativity can be reborn. There's your message. That's it. Okay. All right. Oh, she's a Gemini. Okay. Well, all right, Michelle. I hope that blessed you, dear. That was quite an adventure to go on with you, and we're rooting for you. But I got a feeling that the door is open for you to go to Vegas, and as the cards have said, there's a lot of opportunity, and not only the cards, but the guide said that too. So there you go. Cool. Keep us
And
posted.
she also said, I don't feel, well, it just jumped. I don't,
I know.
lost it. Well, I guess that's not meant to be read because I don't see it anymore.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Let me try to zoom in on it.
Let's see. There we go. I don't feel creative, and I don't do any specific creative
Oh,
wise.
okay. You don't feel.
Maybe if you, what you need to feel creative, because creativity can really spark your spiritual life and make you of a higher vibration, Michelle. So maybe you need a big change in order to get that umph to get you to a higher vibration and get that creativity started. So I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, I think that's important. Thanks for bringing that up. And Michelle, I would also do perhaps a meditation or a communication with my guides and say, what is creativity? And why do I not feel it? You know, maybe that's part of that past stuff that you need to deal with. And I'm not saying I've pinpointed it. If we had an hour reading, we could get there. But take a look at your past and see something. Something, girl. I saw those handcuffs. And then the cards also talked about having your hands tied. There's something there. And it may need be that you will discover a new love for yourself and a new love for adventure and things that you are certainly most capable of. Creativity came through very strong. So watch, if you do move to Las Vegas, look for maybe classes or a job that offers you creativity. Okay. And keep us posted. I think that was a fun reading. Okay. You go,
Yes.
girl. That's what I got to say. You go, girl. Okay. Back to the starred questions. And all right. I have, it's funny. If I try to get away from something, it just keeps popping right up. Okay. It's a Taurus girl. A Taurus girl reads. Welcome. She says she would love a message. Let's see what we can dig in and find out. Scott, are you here, a Taurus girl? The chat is just jamming, everybody.
It is. It's
This
great.
is like Friday fun, yeah. That's great.
There
Um,
she
okay.
is.
All right, good. All right, let's dive in. I'm gonna get my Labradorite here.
I feel like a Taurus girl that you've been going through something lately, and because you got the Nine of Wands is the resiliency card, and
Mhm.
it's to bounce back. So if you're having to bounce back from something, you're going through something now, or you have been going through something, right? This is spirit telling you to be strong. Said, yeah, okay. Spirit is telling you to be strong because it's not going to be like this forever. This is temporary, and just keep bouncing back. That's what, if you look at analogies like basketball, the people who shoot, even Michael Jordan missed a lot of shots. But the key to the superstars is what they do is they keep shooting and they forget about the ones that they have amnesia. And you can hear the sportscasters say, this person has amnesia. They don't even know that they missed all their shots because now they're making every single one. That's what bounce back is, resiliency. And then you got the Hierophant. So this is the teacher learner card. So I feel like you're learning through whatever you're going through right now, and you will be able to not only grow but to help others and to teach others, later on with what you're going through. You got Temperance. This is the emotional balance card. So again, another beautiful lesson for you to learn is just to be emotionally balanced. This can also be the patience card because it takes a minute, but your outcome is beautiful as the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles
Cool.
has what he needs because he's worked hard for it
Stable.
spiritually.
Stable.
So they have what they need. And then you got the flowing peace card, letting go. So it looks like there's something you need to let go of as well. Taurus girl. It says flowing peace, release worry to be in the present moment and trust the natural rhythm of life. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow and release your worry. And that's what I got.
Beautiful. Well, it sounds like that is right on the money. She's saying yes, yes. Uh, Taurus girl, I'm going to dive into your energy first, and the guides are they're ready. They're ready to speak to you. Oh, there's so much love for you here. Now, but when I tuned into your energy, dear, I got this beautiful sense of um, this shyness that exists in your soul, in your personality, this tendency to hold back just a little bit. You're a little bit shy, and validate this if this is true. You're shy with other people, maybe who have stronger personalities and things, and yet on the other side there's this powerful, stable energy there that is guiding you through this difficult time. The part of the lesson of this is too, it's like a very important lesson in your life. Okay, all right, I'm gonna let the guides come through, but let me know about that, because I just feel like there's this conflict in your heart a little bit about, being shy, kind of holding back, and yet this other ability that you have to be strong. You're strong for a lot of people there. That's what I'm hearing. You're strong for a lot of people. You're a very strong person. Okay. Let me just let the guys. Taurus girl. Okay. We are so here for you and so eager to talk to you today. So happy for this opportunity, which we have arranged, by the way. You have sassy guides, which we have arranged, by the way. Many lifetimes we have been with you. We have watched you. This lifetime in particular was designed to give you great growth and to realize the power that is there in your soul. You have the power to lead. You have the power to lead. You have the power to heal others. This is the essence of your true soul. Now they're showing me green, which is spiritual growth. So this is spiritual growth. Whatever you've just gone through has been the seed for spiritual growth for you. And okay, we encourage you to step forward, step out, and receive. Look back, and change your past by seeing things differently, by understanding the journey of your very powerful soul. We applaud you. We cheer you. We pull you forward. Please open, listen, search, know that your destiny is before you. Many will be blessed by you. Many will be uplifted by you. You are a protector. You are a leader. Please understand this and don't underestimate yourself. We're right here to reveal it to you. So it is. Ooh. Woohoo. I really felt that. That was very strong, and you have some very strong guides there. A little sassy too. What'd you think of that, Taurus girl? Okay, all right. Is that yes, it resonates? Good. The guides know. Oh, look. Okay, there you go. She leads and she heals. All right. Well, this is just strengthening that power. They're acknowledging that, and they're saying, "Yep, yeah, this is it. This is your path forward." I'm very excited for you, Taurus girl. You've got a beautiful, beautiful, powerful soul. Exciting. I love it. Okay. How you doing, Scott?
Doing great.
Okay, we got to move along. My goodness. We're coming up on the hour, but I can read a little longer. Can you?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, great. Thank you, Taurus Squirrel. That was a pleasure to read for you. Okay. All right. Tracy C. Tracy C., are you in the live? Okay. All right. Tracy C. We'd love to read your question. If you're still here in the live, just please say yes. And if not, we'll keep your question on the board. Let us know if you come back into the chat. I'm going to have some tea.
Yes.
There. All right. Okay. Great to have you. Tracy C. Will my mom's, I love it, my mom's hip replacement surgery go ahead in early March? Her surgery was scheduled in December and has been rescheduled several times. Her pain has increased. I'm so sorry.
Uh,
Significantly. I am so sorry. It's hard to see those that we love suffer. And let's just dive in, see if we can get something on this. Okay, Scott?
okay.
Apparently, it was meant to be read. Okay.
And the hip is one of the hardest things to injure or break because it really is the almost foundation of your body. So much love to her, Tracy.
Tracy, would you mind putting your mom's name in the live chat? That is really helpful sometimes. That way I can read her energy as well and yours. Can I go, Scott?
Yes, please. Of
All right.
course.
I just I'm blurting this out because I'm getting the feeling that Tracy, you're obviously a navigator in this situation. You're also a spiritual navigator, I'm hearing. So you've got a lot of power in your spirit to move things. I didn't get her. Oh, Linda. All right, Linda. Oh, I love that name. Okay. Tracy, you've got this beautiful, I'm seeing this beautiful pink, which represents deep and tender love. Your spirit, your soul, your life on the planet at this time, you're able to express and to show and give beautiful love to not only to your mom, but to many, many in your life. I'm feeling that you're very intuitive, and I'm hearing that there are going to be some tricky spots in this situation, but that you're going to be given guidance. So keep your heart and your mind open, and especially don't fear because that will block information coming to you. But you're going to be getting information from your guides to help you navigate because I keep seeing you as the navigator, almost like the navigator on a ship who's calculating which direction to go. I just keep getting that feeling. So bless you for that. That's so wonderful. I can't read too deeply into your mom's energy because I don't have her permission. But I'm feeling that your mom, Linda, has a pretty big wall of faith in her soul as well. I'm feeling that. Like she and validate that for me if you will, but she's a pretty solid soul herself. Um, but the time is waning on her. It's a challenge, and she needs messages of encouragement that she is certainly capable to get through this time. And I know we've all been there, maybe I have, where you're just like, this is too much for me to bear. And I said this the other day, but I said, don't feel like I've never shook my fist at God, because I have. There are many times in our life when we're just like, what is this, right? She's leaning on you a great deal to encourage her and let her know that she can get through this, and also to be her navigator. And I know that you are. So that's the message that I'm getting. I'm feeling like, yes, if you keep your eyes open, this will go ahead in early March, but it's going to be tricky. So I'm just seeing, I don't know why, but calculations that need to be made, things that need to be watched and adjusted to help her get through this. But I'm seeing that she will get that healing. And the other thing, too, continue to surround her with healing messages, healing movies, healing music. Surround her with messages of healing. She can be a great participant in her own healing, and it will prepare her for her healing after the surgery. I'm just going to I usually don't give any medical messages, but I do feel goodness and strength coming from this situation. So, there you go.
Uh, Mine's a little all over the place too,
Oh,
Tracy. And it's because I don't do medical either. But I pulled some cards for you, and I agree completely with what Terry Lee is saying. Um, I think that she is going to be very not dependent on you, but you are going to be a big influence
mhm.
in her healing. Okay? Just like the King of Wands comes in and takes care of, his dominion. This is you coming in and taking care of her in your own way, but she needs you right now. You got the Seven of Wands. This is having boundaries, so making sure that she has an advocate if she needs one, or if she can be her own advocate. Make sure she's speaking up for what she needs, and
Yeah.
letting the doctors know that this is something that needs to be done right away because of the pain that she's in, or something needs to be done for that. And then you got the victory card, Six of Wands. So I think that it will come through, and that it she will get better. You got the High Priestess. This is a very big yes card as well.
Mhm.
And I love the way that she's sitting. It's like it just reminds me of a hip. I don't know why.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
she's sitting. Everybody sits on their hips, but you can see her.
Mhm.
She's got like a book down there on her hips, like she's learning to walk again, learning to use those hips again by having that book on her hips. That's what I
Mm.
got. And then I got a radiant burst. So a
Oh,
moment
I
of
love that.
so this
Yeah.
is this is success. So don't worry, it will turn out good for entertainment purposes only.
Yes,
That's
indeed. And, we don't, but, the gods told me to read it. I do what they say.
yeah,
But
yeah.
here was the message, and, for some reason, I was getting this afterwards, but, try to keep her environment positive people. Um, uh, I don't know how you keep negative people out, but if someone is, you might try to discourage them being around her too much if they're angry about the situation or they're complaining. You wanna surround her with just beautiful, beautiful, high vibration because she responds really well to that. As you said, she is intuitive. So, yeah, yeah, pick that up about her. She's got it. Um, as I said, you're her navigator, and bless you, and our prayers go out for you. Okay. Ooh, thank you so much. Another beautiful question. Okay. All right. I got a few late questions coming in. I will put you on the board. We'll see what the guides have in mind. Back to the start questions. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Diamond Heart, you're up. Are you in the live chat? This is getting to be a long show, so uh, let us know you're here, and we'll just kind of relax a little bit. Okay, she's here. All right. Diamond Heart, how can I heal my chakras, especially heart chakra, from past hurt? Thank you. Okay, we'll be happy to read for you, dear.
Well, Diamond Heart, I've got the Nine of Wands for you, and this is telling me that your heart chakra has been hurt before, and you've got anxiety of something coming up, and you're afraid to make a decision or to go towards something because of something in the past that has possibly happened. Um, just know that the anxiety is usually a form of fear, and fear is an illusion. Okay. Then you got the Queen of Swords. I started to say Hearts because it made me think of the Queen of Hearts. Just that the Queen of Swords is very intellectual and mindful and very smart and uses her intuition to make decisions. So I think that you can make decisions by using your gut instinct, and that will help you heal. Something just came to me just now, and I want to stop reading for a second and just say,
Mhm.
that there are videos on YouTube that you can go to, and I'm not with YouTube. I am, I guess, but I'm not. I'm not speaking
Just
for
to
YouTube.
say,
There,
really?
there are really great videos on how to clear your different chakras. Okay, and
Mhm.
even sleep meditations that you can do to clear your heart chakra. So put that in the if you want, put that in the search button and see if something pops up for your heart chakra, and listen to that music or listening to those beats that can help you with that. Take an opportunity that's coming. This is, as long as it doesn't hurt you or anybody else, you can take the opportunity, and that'll just help you grow. No risk, no reward. And then you got the Knight of Swords, who might be going a little bit too fast. So you can be a little bit impatient, but just try to be in the moment, in the power of now. And that, I think, will help you um, to heal your heart chakra. I've got the gleaming edge. It says taking a step back can offer brilliant insights into your current situation. Yeah, you need to slow down and even take a step back, a new perspective. This is just like the hangman card. You're indeed impatient. Me too. So I get it. I get that. So um, we have the choice, though, to step back and to allow patients to come in. And I think that's what it's saying. But you have a brand new opportunity coming up for you that's going to help you heal, I believe. So that's what I got.
Great message, Scott.
And
Great message. Well, Diamond Heart, when I tuned in to read your energy, and girl, it's pretty cloudy. It's really cloudy. It's almost like the sun pops through at times, but mostly what I'm seeing is just clouds moving through. And I'm feeling like what is happening in these swirling clouds is this, and maybe that's a sign of your impatience, but it's your heart chakra is not blocked. It's been set aside. I don't know how else to put that. It's like you push back the feelings of your heart. The guides told me something struck you like lightning. Something in your life happened quickly, unexpected, and extremely painful. It struck you like lightning, and your reaction was to be protective, which is understanding. That's the course a lot of us take when we get hurt like that. We want to just protect, wanna shut down and protect everything, and nobody's going to do that to me again. The good news is I see that little seed, that little green seed in your aura, in your energy that is starting to grow. Maybe that's why you're here asking about your heart chakra, because you really do want to change this way you feel. It's tight. It's uncomfortable. You feel a discomfort in your soul. Okay, there you go. All right, good. Um, what your guides want you to know that is entirely possible to heal your past. They said, tell her. And so we'll talk about that in a minute. But this cloudy, swirly energy, uh, they want me to tell you it's not protecting you. This is fear. This is fear that has shut down your emotions from your heart. I'm going to let them come through now. Okay. Oh, beloved one. The heart of your soul feels as if love will never be allowed into it again. But we are here to tell you how deeply you are loved and how beautifully you are made of love. You come from love and you will return to love. The darkness that you experienced was indeed severe. And in your desire to learn spirituality, we ask that you walk with us and look back. Walk with us and look back and understand that this is a part of the lessons you chose to use in life. You chose to have lessons to advance your soul and also to use in the days ahead. But first you must you must invite forgiveness. You must invite your heart back into your life. We are here to help you and understand that your heart is very powerful. That is the essence of love in your soul, and it must be allowed to be reborn. It must be allowed to take its place in your life once again. Call to us, meditate with us, listen to music, feel love. Surround yourself with things that you love. Listen to music you love. We'll be there with you. Encourage us to speak to you in as many ways possible and watch. We are here to help you and support you. This is certainly a journey that you will ascend the mountain and you will once again see the horizons filled with hope and joy. So it is. Okay. Whee! The other thing I thought too, Diamond Heart, is work with crystals. This is pink quartz. That's very good for working with the heart. And there are other crystals, you can look that up, that will help you work with your heart opening. And also, as Scott said, many things to help you open your heart chakra. So get into that journey. You heard the guides, they're with you, and you will once again climb that mountain and see that vista. That's cool. All right. Hope that blessed you, dear. Oh, you are welcome. Yay. Okay. What do you think, Scott? Shall we do one more?
Sure.
All right. You are very kind. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. What do you got, guides? Is okay. What a lovely day, 90. Are you still in the chat? I think that was one of the first questions. Let us know. Interesting question. African female guide. Ooh. All right, she's here. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, I would love a message from my African female guide, please. I felt her regal presence while doing my morning yoga. Oh, I love it. Love yoga. By the way, all of you out there, yoga. Even 10 minutes of yoga, it's just an amazing way to connect. It's beautiful. While doing my morning yoga, I smelled this woody citrus smell and felt very grounded by her. Beautiful. I love that. What a lovely day. Let's dig in. What do you say, Scott?
All right. First card I got, Nicole, is the Hanged Man. And I think that she is telling you to look at things from a different perspective, look at things differently than you normally would, and look at them in a spiritual sense,
Ooh,
instead of just looking at them in a emotional or sense, or a, the way that you would normally think. Stop and pause, and then that's what it's called, all about: stopping, pausing, and then reevaluating how you're looking at things. Okay. And then you got the Knight of Cups. So she's bringing in love for you. Um, I believe that the tarot, the um, the people in the tarot can be female, male. It doesn't matter. Whatever it resonates for you. But I feel like this is her bringing in love for you. Okay.
nice.
Then you got the Six of Wands. So you got the Victory card as well. So she's saying that, yeah, just keep going in the direction that you're going. I think you're on the right track, Nicole, and especially because she sees you as a queen, just like the Queen of Wands. Okay. Very self confident, very independent, and just being able to grow a sunflower in the middle of the desert. And that's what you usually see in this card. See a desert out back, and then the sunflower growing. So yeah, she saying you're on the right track, and just keep doing what you're doing. Palo Santo is a great. I hope I said that right. Palo
Yeah.
Santo, yeah, is a
Palo
great.
Santo. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a great thing to use, and it's woods as well, and or wood as well. I don't know if it's citrus, but you could add citrus oil and to help bring her in, right? So let me put you an oracle card. Okay, must be a good idea because it's electric ideas. You're having a creative surge right
Mm.
now. Be open to sudden flashes of inspiration and act on them to find new paths. So she's just there to help you and to help you grow and find a new path, a new door to open, and new things to come in. And that's what I got for you.
That's beautiful. Ooh, exciting. The exciting messages coming in. Ah, what a lovely day. Well, wow. Um, your energy, it's all over the place, girl. It's golden. It's they give me gold as a sign of wisdom, as a sign of a wisdom that has come through the ages, a wisdom that's very old. Um, and yet I feel like it's bubbling up within you, like a spring, like they're giving me the vision of like opening a window in the morning and the sun just hits you. You've got these beautiful inspirational moments where as Scott said, there's so much coming to you right now. Uh, your guides are coming through saying, uh, they're calling you daughter, daughter. The powerful energies coming through you at this time must be received and must be put into their place in your life to create actual results in your life at this time. Believe the impossible, create the impossible, and share your beautiful light with others. Okay, well, they snapped me out of that and they directed me back to it was interesting that when I first tuned in and asked about this guide, that she's a priestess. I wrote that down, a priestess, a priestess. And then I turned and they said, read from the Priestess of Light. I got an oracle card. I drew it, the oracle card, interestingly enough, This very much looks like an Indian priestess, doesn't it? And the message is pretty good. I just
Um,
pulled this baby out of the pack. This is abundance, fortune, wealth, and plenty. Look at that card. That is just gorgeous. And oh, I like the elephants there too. Good luck. Elephants are good luck. Yeah. So I'm just going to read briefly from this. Um, the goddess Lakshmi holds out her hands in divine offering, and the universe responds with such abundant blessings that gold coins come cascading down. The gold in her gown and on her neck, ears, and wrists shines with life-giving light of the sun, which, oh, the sun, they mentioned the sun. She radiates upward from the top of her head. She is the light of the world, bringing boundless generosity. This portends a time of great joy and receptivity for you. The affirmation, and I'll skip the meaning of it. There's more in The Priestess of Light by Sandra Ann Taylor. So check that out if you want the full meaning of this card. But the affirmation at the end says, I open my mind and my life to the blessings of the universe. Unlimited wealth is coming to me in wonderful and unexpected ways. It's a beautiful affirmation, and we all should welcome that. That's the thing. Sometimes when you're gifted and you're getting all of these messages and you're feeling these powerful energies, it's important to understand that these gifts are being given to you to use. And when you seek out your guides and ask them to show you how to use your gifts, certainly signs will come your way. And that's the way I feel about you. What a lovely day. You have a very, very powerful soul. And apparently, good things are coming your way. What a beautiful message. So I hope you appreciated that. That's great.
if you look at the comments, she says Lakshmi Scott, and she says Scott pulled that card for me as well, and I did. And the Lakshmi card, it wasn't the same
Oh,
deck, but it
uh-huh.
was Lakshmi card that had Lakshmi on it, and we were
So,
trying
oh,
to
oh,
get
okay.
messages from her. And look here, there she is again.
There you go. Ooh, that's a message. That's powerful stuff, girl. I'm telling you. I looked in the mirror this morning and was feeling the guys, and I said, "Wow, what a ride! What a ride you're on, lovely day 90." I mean, just enjoy it. And as they said, sometimes maybe journaling, keeping record of your energies and the messages like you got today that linked back. That's how it's really exciting. If you have a special journal that you take notes on your messages, how you felt and the direction you felt like you needed to go afterwards. That's for all of us. Um, our spiritual lives are a pattern. Messages come to us in patterns over and over and over again until we get it. So journaling can be a very powerful way of keeping track of those messages and understanding what they mean in your life. Wow, cool. What an honor to read for you, and what a pleasure and a great one to end on. How's everybody feeling out there before we check out? I hope you enjoyed the messages today. I loved glancing over and seeing you all communicating with each other. It was beautiful. You had quite the conversations going on. After the show, I go back
Yeah.
so I can totally check the check the vibe of everybody. And Jackie, thank you so much for moderating and putting our channels in. We appreciate that so very much. And Viviani moderating for us. That's beautiful. Okay, well, everybody who showed up, I just want to say your energies were so special. And it truly was a sacred circle today. And I love all the messages that you gave to each other. That was really cool. You're actually counseling and helping each other out there. So it's contagious. All right. Well, I just want to put up some banners here. Now, those of you who already know about Scott, they know about how to book a full reading with Scott. But also, you also know about subscribing to Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot. Scott, how did they book a reading with you?
You can use my email, which is on my channel. Yeah, just go to the front page of my channel, I believe it's on, and The email is there. Send me an email and we'll see what we can do. I did just want to say, if you're on my channel, since I'm simulcasting,
Yeah.
please go over to Teri Lee's channel if you have not already and subscribe. And I would appreciate it if you do that. The people in Teri Lee's would come to mind as well.
Oh,
So,
yes.
yes.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate everyone who has been here. Y'all make the show. So, thank you. And I love reading with you, Teri Lee. Thank you so much for having me.
What a great pleasure it was to have you with me today, really. And yes, everyone, I do want to say that you can book a reading with me, purevisionarypsychic.com. And during the month of February, I think there's a couple spots left. You can get 20% off a reading if you put the words "choose love" all in caps in the coupon box. So I just wanted to kind of let you know about that. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Comments after the show are greatly appreciated. And anytime, we love to have that feedback. We really love it. And I just want to say that I do have a future show coming up. Where is that? I'll have to skip the Scott. Oh, we already did that one. But I'm doing a special. I'm reviving a series I had called Walking into Worlds. Walking into Worlds, I have many interviews on that series. If you haven't checked them out, they're pretty exciting. But it's basically talking about each psychic medium or tarot reader's journeys through becoming who they are today, the lessons that they learned, what their past experiences were in life, even before they became who they are today. It's fascinating stuff. And on Friday, the 21st, I'll be, not Friday, sorry, Tuesday. I've got to read my own banner here. I will have the Psychic Triad on the 25th, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific. That's Teri of Kigaru Spiritual Journeys and Sun Psychic Jean. We all went to class together. We learned together. We read really well together. And we're going to hear the background on all these stories and what they're into today, because there's some wild stuff out there. And it's really going to be exciting to discover. So come check that out. I think it's going to be a really good show. All right. Well, sadly, we have to say goodbye. Scott, once again, I just so love your readings. They're so right on. So thank you again for joining. And I want to end the show the way the guides told me to end it always. You are loved beyond measure. Sit with that for a while. Sit in the power of that. And we'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.